Hello, my friends. This is part 3 to my Demon House story. If you have not seen, they are in my old story playlist. Go check them out. Probably be best, or this story might not make sense. Other than that, watch to the end. Got some info on stories upcoming. Enjoy. The years following their narrow escape had not been kind to Robert and Tina. The memories of their encounter with the demonic forces within the house lingered, casting long shadows over their lives. They had vowed to protect future generations from the horrors they had witnessed, but the weight of that responsibility was heavy. The house remained untouched and shrouded in mystery, a dark monument to the power of the supernatural. Clara and Henry, despite their advanced age, continued their research into the occult, seeking ways to permanently seal the house and its demonic inhabitants. They knew their time was running out, and had been training Robert and Tina in the knowledge they had amassed over the years. The teens, now young adults, were determined to finish what Clara and Henry had started. One stormy night, Robert and Tina received an urgent call from Clara. "It's happening again," she said, her voice trembling. "The seals are weakening. We need to act now." Without hesitation, Robert and Tina raced to Clara and Henry's home. The elderly couple had gathered ancient texts and artifacts, preparing for one final confrontation with the dark forces. The plan was perilous, but there was no other choice. The house had to be sealed once and for all. As they approached the demon house, the air grew thick with malevolence. The once grand structure was now a decaying ruin, its windows dark and foreboding. The group stood before the entrance, steeling themselves for what lay within. "Remember," Henry said, his voice firm despite his frail appearance. "Stick together and follow the incantation precisely. We have only one chance." Inside the house was eerily silent, the air heavy with the scent of decay. Shadows danced along the walls and the temperature dropped sharply. The group moved cautiously, their flashlights cutting through the gloom. They could feel the presence of the demons, lurking just beyond the edges of the light. As they reached the center of the house, Clara and Henry began to set up the ritual. They placed candles and drew symbols on the floor, their hands shaking but determined. Robert and Tina stood guard, their senses heightened, ready to defend against any attack. Suddenly, a low growl echoed through the room. The shadows began to writhe and twist, forming into grotesque shapes. The demons were awakening, drawn by the power of the ritual. Robert and Tina exchanged a determined glance, gripping their weapons tightly. Clara and Henry began to chant, their voices steady and strong. The air crackled with energy as the incantation grew in intensity. The demons screeched in fury, their forms becoming more solid, more real. They lunged at the group, but Robert and Tina were ready. They fought with a ferocity born of desperation, their movements precise and deadly. Despite their efforts, the demons pressed closer, their numbers seemingly endless. Clara and Henry's chanting faltered as exhaustion set in. Robert and Tina were driven back, their strength waning. Just when it seemed all hope was lost, a brilliant light filled the room. A figure stepped forward from the light, a woman radiating power and grace. Her eyes were filled with a fierce determination. "I am Lilith," she said, her voice echoing with authority. "I have come to aid you." With a wave of her hand, Lilith sent the demons reeling, their forms dissipating into smoke. She joined Clara and Henry in the chant, her voice amplifying their power. The room trembled as the ritual reached its climax, the very walls seeming to pulse with energy. The demons howled in agony as they were forced back into the abyss, their grip on the mortal world weakening. With a final deafening roar, they were banished, the house falling silent once more. The oppressive atmosphere lifted, replaced by a sense of peace and finality. Lilith turned to the group, her expression softening. "You have done well," she said. "The house is sealed, its evil contained. But remember, the fight against darkness is never truly over. Stay vigilant." Clara and Henry, their faces etched with relief and exhaustion, nodded. They had succeeded, but at a great cost. Robert and Tina, their bodies bruised but spirits unbroken, embraced their mentors. They knew their journey was far from over, but they had faced the darkness and emerged victorious. As they left the demon house, the first rays of dawn broke through the clouds, casting the house in a warm, golden light. The nightmare was over, but the memory of their battle would stay with them forever, a reminder of the power of courage, knowledge, and unity in the face of unimaginable evil. Robert and Tina vowed to continue Clara and Henry's work, to protect the world from the supernatural threats that lurked in the shadows. They would honor the legacy of their mentors, ensuring that the horrors they had faced would never threaten another soul. And so, the demon house stood, a silent guardian of the secrets it held, a testament to the resilience of those who dared to confront the darkness within. Maybe that house should just be knocked down and build a church there. Good idea? Let me know what you think in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe and smash that like button. So the next upcoming stories are couple true stories from subscribers. And I have one coming tomorrow that is 3 summertime horror stories in one. So watch for all those, they be some good ones. And as always, my friends, I will see you on the dark side. Sweet nightmares.